What separates a billionaire from everyone else? Is it luck, timing, or simply being born into wealth? The truth is, while circumstances play a role, the mindset of a billionaire is what truly sets them apart. Today, we're diving deep into how billionaires think, make decisions, and see the world differently than most people. We'll explore fascinating stories, surprising stats, and even the quirks that shape the mindset of the ultra-rich. So buckle up, because this isn't just about money, it's about learning how to think bigger. Thinking in abundance. The average person worries about scarcity, about running out of money, time, or opportunity. Billionaires, on the other hand, think in terms of abundance. Take Jeff Bezos, for example. Before Amazon became the trillion-dollar giant it is today, Bezos was already telling his employees to focus on long-term abundance instead of short-term profits. His philosophy? If you serve customers better than anyone else, the money will follow. And he was right. Amazon now pulls in over $575 billion annually, making it one of the largest companies in history. Psychologists call this the abundance mindset, a belief that opportunities are limitless, that setbacks are temporary, and that every problem has a solution. While most people see risk as something to avoid, billionaires see it as an investment in future growth. Thinking in decades, not days. Most people want quick results, a raise next month, a win by the weekend, or a small investment to double overnight. Billionaires, however, think in decades. Warren Buffett, often called the Oracle of Omaha, built his fortune through patience. In fact, he once said, "The stock market is designed to transfer money from the impatient to the patient." Today, Buffett's net worth is over $130 billion. But here's the crazy part. More than 90% of it came after he turned 60. His mindset was never about getting rich quick. It was about playing the long game. This ability to delay gratification is something psychologists tested in the famous marshmallow experiment. Children who could wait for a second marshmallow instead of eating the first one immediately tended to perform better in life. Billionaires operate on the same principle. They're willing to sacrifice comfort now for exponential rewards later. Seeing problems as opportunities. Here's a fun fact. Most billionaires didn't become wealthy by avoiding problems. They became wealthy by solving them. Elon Musk, for example, didn't just see cars, he saw a transportation problem. He didn't just see space, he saw humanity's survival problem. Tesla and SpaceX exist because Musk trains his brain to ask, what problem does the world need solved? This mindset is so powerful that in a survey by WealthX, which studies ultra-high net worth individuals, 68% of self-made billionaires cited problem solving as their number one strength. Think about it. Uber wasn't about cars, it was about fixing the frustration of hailing a taxi. Airbnb wasn't about houses, it was about solving the problem of expensive hotel rooms. Behind every billionaire company is a billionaire mindset. Problems aren't roadblocks, they're stepping stones. Obsession with learning. Bill Gates reads about 50 books a year. Elon Musk taught himself rocket science by reading textbooks and papers. Oprah Winfrey credits her success to a lifelong habit of learning and curiosity. The billionaire mindset is rooted in constant self-improvement. They're not satisfied with what they know today. They're obsessed with what they can learn tomorrow. In fact, according to Forbes, 85% of billionaires are avid readers. But it's not just about books, it's about being curious about everything. Whether it's new technology, psychology, or history, billionaires soak up knowledge and apply it in ways that others overlook. The late Steve Jobs famously said, "Creativity is just connecting things." Billionaires connect dots most people don't even see, and that only comes from feeding their brains with new ideas. Failure is just data. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Billionaires fail more often than they succeed, but here's the difference. They don't see failure as the end. They see it as feedback. Richard Branson, founder of Virgin Group, has failed in more businesses than most entrepreneurs will ever start. Virgin Cola, Virgin Brides, Virgin Cars, the list goes on. But instead of quitting, Branson used each failure as information, a stepping stone to his next success. Today, Virgin operates in 35 countries, and Branson is worth billions. Thomas Edison put it best, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." This mindset reframes failure as learning, a necessary cost of innovation. Thinking beyond money. Another interesting fact, many billionaires don't think about money as the end goal. Instead, they think about impact. For example, Warren Buffett and Bill Gates started the Giving Pledge, encouraging billionaires to give away at least half their fortune to charity. To date, more than 240 billionaires have joined, pledging hundreds of billions of dollars. Elon Musk once said he doesn't care about being the richest person, he cares about making humanity a multi-planetary species. While the rest of us might be thinking about next month's bills, billionaires are literally thinking about humanity's future. This mindset shift from money to impact is powerful because it creates motivation beyond personal gain. It's why billionaires keep working even after they don't need the money. Relationships are currency. Here's a fact that surprises many people. Most billionaires don't achieve success alone. They build powerful networks. A Harvard Business Review study found that 70% of business success is driven by relationships. Billionaires know this better than anyone. They surround themselves with smart people, mentors, and partners who can push them further. Mark Zuckerberg didn't build Facebook alone. He partnered with Sheryl Sandberg to turn it into a global empire. Steve Jobs needed Steve Wozniak. Even Warren Buffett had Charlie Munger as his partner. The billionaire mindset values people as much as profits. They think in terms of collaboration, not competition, extreme discipline, and routines. Billionaires are often creatures of habit. For instance, Jeff Bezos is known for getting 8 hours of sleep every night because he believes clear thinking is his biggest asset. Jack Dorsey, co-founder of Twitter and Square, takes cold showers, fasts, and meditates daily to maintain mental sharpness. Elon Musk works in intense, highly structured time blocks to maximize productivity. This level of discipline might sound extreme, but it highlights a key billionaire belief. Your habits shape your destiny. By controlling their routines, they control their output. Bigger risks, bigger rewards. Here's a stat. According to a study by WealthX, 76% of billionaires are self-made. That means most of them weren't born rich. They created their fortunes by taking risks. But here's the difference. They don't take reckless risks. They take calculated ones. Jeff Bezos once explained this using the concept of regret minimization. Before starting Amazon, he asked himself, when I'm 80, will I regret not trying this? The answer was yes, so he took the leap. Billionaires don't fear risk, they fear regret. That's a mindset shift most people never make. Another billionaire trait? Reinvention. Look at Steve Jobs. He was fired from Apple, the company he built. Instead of quitting, he founded Pixar and Next, which eventually led him back to Apple, where he reinvented the entire tech industry. Reinvention is at the core of the billionaire mindset. They don't cling to past successes. They constantly ask, what's next? Facts and quirks about billionaires. As of 2025, there are over 2,700 billionaires worldwide. The richest 1% of people hold more wealth than half of humanity. Many billionaires are surprisingly frugal. Warren Buffett still lives in the same house he bought in 1958 for $31,500. Ingvar Kamprad, founder of IKEA, drove a 20-year-old Volvo and flew economy class. Elon Musk once sold all his houses, saying possessions were a distraction. The billionaire mindset isn't about flashing wealth, it's about creating value. So what is the mindset of a billionaire? It's about abundance, patience, problem solving, constant learning, resilience to failure, and thinking beyond money. It's about building networks, maintaining discipline, taking calculated risks, and never being afraid to reinvent yourself. The truth is, you don't need $1 billion to start thinking like a billionaire. You just need to adopt their mindset. Because at the end of the day, wealth begins in the mind long before it shows up in the bank account. Now it's your turn. Which billionaire mindset resonated with you the most? Was it Warren Buffett's patience, Elon Musk's boldness, or Jeff Bezos' obsession with long-term thinking? Drop your answer in the comments. I'd love to know. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button, subscribe for more content like this, and share this video with someone who dreams big. Remember, thinking like a billionaire might just be the first step to becoming one.